last 6 months, you guys have joined me on my first playthrough of the Bioshock Trilogy. And earlier this month, I decided to take on the final installment of this trilogy with Bioshock Infinite. A new twist to the franchise where civilization isn't a bunch of mutated weirdos living under the water and trying to suck the atom out of you. Instead, a place in the clouds where people are fairly racist and definitely following a cult while worshipping George Washington. During this video, you're going to see a grown man laugh at unexpected story plots. What? You'll see this grown man get overly excited about summoning birds from his hands. Instead of bees, it's crows. And you're going to see a grown man get his absolute mind blown. That being said, we're going to tackle all 80 achievements in this final installment of Bioshock, and we are going to go ahead and put a nice little ribbon on this trilogy. Yes, puns intended. Before we go ahead and dive into this video though, please go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. With Bioshock Infinite, we need to break this 80 achievement game up into 4 sections. 1, we've got to beat the main campaign on 1999 mode. 2, we need to beat Burial at Sea Part 1. 3, beat Burial at Sea Part 2 on 1998 mode. And finally, do Clash in the Clouds DLC with the infamous Blue Ribbon challenges. Step 1, however, we got to beat the main campaign on 1999 mode. So before we go ahead and start this game off, we got to go ahead and unlock our first achievement in the game, Should Elude Acquaintance. This is where we unlock the 1999 mode without beating the game first by putting in the oldest cheat code in all of gaming, the Konami code. Hey, and our first achievement, Should Elude Acquaintance, unlock 1999 mode. After that, we are immediately thrown into a little rowboat in the middle of the water with 2 people in raincoats bickering about what seems to be absolutely nothing. As we approach our destination, we reach a lighthouse that has an ominous note on the door telling us to bring the girl and the debt will be settled. This is our last chance. DeWitt, bring us the girl and wipe away the debt. This is your last chance. We waddle our way up to the top of the lighthouse where we input a code that we found in our box of goodies from earlier, and the lighthouse begins to transform and we are invited to sit in a strange probing chair. I knew it. It's not fancy, sir. This looks like a sodomy chair. Okay, well, we're gonna blast off, it seems. Oh my god, we're in a rocket ship. This is where we're lifted off into the Cloud District, which is home of Colombia, which is where we will get our second achievement, Written in the Clouds. Oh, hey, the next one. Written in the Clouds. In the main campaign, completed the lighthouse. Alright, easy enough. Colombia is a dystopian world that is ran by a cult leader named Father Commtock, and the prophet shall lead the people to the new Eden. We'll get more information on him later. How is there water? How am I underwater yet in the sky? Someone needs to answer these questions for me. After we dock our probe seat, we are immediately greeted with a baptism in the sky. The priest asks us if we are ready to wash away our sins of the past so that we can enter the city.
And our Lord?
I just need passage into the city.
Hey. I baptize you in the name of our prophet, in the name of our founders, and the name of our Lord.
What is going on?
I don't know, brothers and sisters, but this one doesn't look clean to me.
Now, before we actually go ahead and dive into the rest of the story and the platinum, I need to warn you all that are watching at home. There is so much subtle foreshadowing in this game and so many ties that bring us back to the beginning of the game, so please pay attention. Now that we've been blessed and our sins have been cleansed and almost drowned to death, we've entered the city of Colombia. Oh my god, the city's under siege. This looks like New York. Where they worship George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, and Thomas Jefferson. Benjamin Franklin? That's right. You heard me. The Founding Fathers. I don't know, brother. I just got here. Now that we've stumbled into the city and started getting our cloud feet on, we found a carnival, and a woman gives us a free sample of a vigor, being the possession vigor.
With just a whisper, they're all ears.
Oh my god. gonna sex me up. We're going to need all 8 of these bad boys throughout this playthrough for an achievement, so it's great to get the first one out of the way. This game wastes no time getting into the mix and really setting up the story. We run into the red-headed twins, which I know what you're thinking. No. They're not my real-life family members. Once we meet them, they go ahead and ask us to flip a coin, which seems like it's always heads.
Told you. I never find that as satisfying as I'd imagined.
Chin up. There's always next time.
I suppose there is.
Interesting. And we see a poster that is promoting the false prophet. Oh. Now, after coming to the realization that this poster is referencing us, we go to the raffle where we win the opportunity to throw a baseball at an interracial couple.
Silly. There's never a charge for the raffle. You've been sleeping under a rock?
77.
77. That's a lucky number.
It says, don't choose 77.
Bring me the bowl. Is that not the prettiest young white girl in all of Colombia?
Did he say white girl?
Come and claim your prize. First throw.
Like I said, this city and game seem to play heavily into the racism section of American history, and because we're not terrible people, we attempt to throw the ball at the host of the event instead. Before we can throw the ball, we're identified as the false prophet, and this is where our chaos truly begins.
Oh, looks like we've got a shy one here. We've got to do something about that. I'm wasting my
I
belongings.
throw it at the announcer, I guess.
No, wait. It's him.
Get that brand, boy. Don't you know that makes you the backstabbing snake in the grass false shepherd?
And we ain't letting no false shepherd into our flock. Show them what we got planned, boys.
Oh my god. Now, if you remember, we're trying to limit the amount of times we have to play through this game, so we unlock 1999 mode right away, which puts us on the hardest difficulty, and we die just a handful of times while we adjust the gameplay here, so judge me. Oh my god, I'm gonna die! After we beat our first full wave of enemies, we find a small safe house, and because we bought the complete edition of the game, it gives us roughly 10 new outfit pieces in the game and 5 new fusions that either help our health, shield, or vigor levels, which will be a huge help for the fusion achievement later on. And once we equip all of the outfits, we unlock our next achievement, Dress for Success. Oh, what'd I get? Dress for Success. The main campaign equipped a piece of gear in all 4 slots. After gathering all of our belongings, we end up leaving the safe house, and we're attacked again by another wave of hooligans, and we laid down the work with our gat and unlocked a real pistol. Hey, a real pistol. Continuing on in our quest here, we're trying to make our way to the Monument Island to get the girl. However, at this point, Father Commtock has identified that we are in Colombia and is already trying to stop us. All because he thinks that we're the false prophet here to burn the city to the ground.
I know why you have come, false shepherd. I see every sin that blackens your soul. The Pinkertons, the drinking, the gambling, and of course, Anna.
Once Father Commtock tries to burn us alive in his blimpmobile by a nun, we make our way to Monument Island, unlocking that achievement as well. Ah!
Jesus!
These people are fucking nuts, brother. Welcome to Monument Island. Here on the island, we find a woman who looks to be locked away with one-way mirrors only, watching her every move, like she's being studied for some purpose. While we're here trying to figure out how to get to her, we see that she has a power that rivals only the Avengers by opening up another dimension in Paris where she can watch the Return of the Jedi in French.
Whoa!
Now, once we find our way into the room by naturally falling through the ceiling,
Hello. Hey! Knock it off! Stop it! Will you stop it?
My name is DeWitt. I'm a friend. I come to get you out of
Get
here.
away!
What's wrong with her pinky? We make the escape with Elizabeth. However, we're being chased by her pet robot chicken bird. Okay, so here's my biggest complaint with this entire game. The city is in the sky. How the fuck is there water to fall into from a sky rail, and how the fuck is there a beach? Someone explain this to me. Pigeon Man. Once we run away from Robot Chicken, we end up on a beach where Elizabeth gives us the old CPR and brings us back to life.
It's me, Elizabeth. Are you all right?
Now, to reconnect with Elizabeth and get her to trust us and get her to come along on our adventure, we promised to take her to Paris on board of our First Lady airship.
I don't understand. How could we get there?
That's where that airship's going, but if you want to stay and dance, we
No,
can...
let's go.
Now, this would have been easy. However, we forgot that everyone in the city is after us, and we try to buy a ticket like a normal person, but that turns out into an absolute bloodbath where we murder everyone. We're gonna do the bird because, you know, we set you free.
The one on the right.
Are you sure?
Now, pay attention here. There is a theme. We run away, we connect with Elizabeth, we do something to cause her to fear us, we apologize, we reconnect, and it's rinse and repeat. Now, this is the beginning of that formula, and because we killed everyone, she's afraid of us and runs away.
Certainly, sir. Sorry about the wait!
What are you doing? Get the girl! Get off of me! You killed those people.
Elizabeth.
You're a monster.
After we reconnect with her, however, we find our way still trying to get to the airship. However, the way that we get there is short-circuiting, and we need to find our way to the Hall of Heroes to get the shock jockey vigor to power everything back up.
What are you doing?
Opening a tear.
Oh, shit.
Excuse me,
What is
ma'am?
that?
It's a tear. I used to open them all the time in my tower.
What is a tear?
While making our way there, we obviously have to fight waves of enemies to get there, and we unlock more for your money. Hey, what'd I get? More for your money. Lured 3 enemies into a single vigor trap 5 times. Nice. Now that we've made our way to the Hall of Heroes and we're inside, this is where the story really starts to open up and unfold. We find out that Commtock and Slate were military veterans who helped fight some wars to build independence back down in America. Additionally, this is where we get an absolute bomb dropped on us that Elizabeth is the daughter of Commtock. Oh, you're the daughter. It's George Washington! After we made our way through the onslaught of bullies, we finally made it to Slate, where he asked us to put him out of his misery. However, we learned a thing or two from Bioshock 2 and decided not to kill him. After that, we were awarded the Shock Vigor and unlocking Shock Tactics.
You're not done here, soldier! Eat everything that's on your plate! Finish it! Hey, what'd we get? Shock Tactics.
While fighting our way to the airship, we unlocked Street Sweeper for killing 50 people with the shotgun. Okay, well, I got an achievement. Street Sweeper. Oh, okay, killed 50 enemies with the founder of China. Okay. And once again, we made our way to the airship. We unlock First Class Ticket. I don't like how menacingly he's sitting there.
I want to see Paris. I want to see
First Class Ticket.
everything.
Now, because we're the slick, sly individuals that we are, we try to pull a fast one over Elizabeth, setting the coordinates to New York. However, homegirl over here only reads books and has coordinates memorized, apparently, and calls us out that we are not going to Paris. Oh, God. Oh, we got punched in the face again. Now, once we come to and we wake up, our airship is absolutely being pirated by the Vox, which is a rebellion inside of Colombia. Daisy, the leader of the Vox, tells us that if we want our ship back, we are going to need to find weapons and a weaponsmith in Finkton in order to help her rebellion. So now that Elizabeth has run away from us again, oh my god, we need to find her and the gunsmith in Finkton to get back on track with our mission. Now, once we get pushed off the airship, we're greeted by a bunch of friendly folks and unlock coins in the cushion. Coins in the cushion. 200 containers. As we're trying to find Elizabeth, we also unlock Viscerous Opposition. Hey. Vigorous operations. Oh, opposition. Listen, I don't pretend to know how to read these words. If I mess that up, it's on you, not me. It's our education system, alright? Thank you, Michigan, and your public schools. On our way to reconnect, we get attacked by a handyman who throws us off the edge of the city, but to our surprise, Elizabeth saves us, and we win her over again to join us again. Oh boy. She saved us. Hooray!
Hey! I'm slipping!
Do not attempt to follow me, Mr. DeWitt.
Elizabeth, I've made an arrangement to get our airship back.
You can get us out of here.
Yes. I just need to supply enough weapons to arm an entire uprising.
And where will we get these weapons? From one of our many friends and allies?
A gunsmith in Finkton should be a walk in the park. What do you say? Partners?
You're a liar, Mr. DeWitt. And a thug. But you're also my only means of reaching Paris.
Like I said, there's a formula here. Follow along. Now that we're reconnected with Elizabeth, we're looking for a man named Lynn. Lynn is the armorer who can help make the weapons for the Vox. However, when we get there, things are all sorts of fucked up. Lynn is gone and we're set off to find him so we can get our airship back. Unfortunately, this is where the story takes the most wild turn, and I was not ready to compute what was in store for me here. In short and summary, we find Lynn, and he has been tortured and murdered by Fink and his men. So Elizabeth discovers that she can open up tears where Lynn is still alive, and we jump into another timeline or dimension here. Once we find him in this world, the problem there is that instead of taking Lynn, they took his machines instead. So we're set off to find the machines. Once finding those, we rip another tear so that we can finally find a timeline where we made the weapons for the Vox, and apparently we are the savior of this rebellion, and we are the almighty symbol of their cause. However, in the mix of all of that, we're able to unlock On a Clear Day for killing 30 enemies with the sniper. What'd I get? On a Clear Day. David and Goliath for killing 20 big enemies. David and Goliath. 20 enemies. Nice. Okay, cool. Raising the bar for fully upgrading one attribute to the max. Master of Pyrotechnics for killing 20 enemies with the RPG, and Armed Revolt for progressing the story. Now that we're in this timeline and fighting against Colombia, again, we are also fighting our way back to the airship that Daisy promised us. While fighting our way back here, we unlocked Tear 'em a New One for opening 30 tears. At this point, we're now starting to see the effects of this dimension traveling, and Daisy tells us that we cannot continue to live because it ruins the narrative of her movement. Since we're the driving force behind it in this world, she decides that we need to die and summons her entire army and fleet to kill us. After a little battling, we make our way to Daisy, and this is where Daisy makes a stand. Elizabeth cannot have it anymore after Daisy kills Fink and has his son kidnapped.
Listen, I got you your guns. I'm here for my airship.
But my Booker DeWitt died for the Vox Populi. You either an imposter or a ghost. Kill the imposters. Burn their bodies when you're done.
Is this it? Is this your movement, Daisy?
It's the only way to be.
Daisy is then murdered by Elizabeth, and we unlock the working class hero. Now, symbolically, this is where we really see a big change in Elizabeth. Her emotions are starting to feel different. She feels less guilty about progressing. She sees how terrible this world has become, and she needs to fix it. And of course, because the game is not done here yet, we hop back on our airship and we are struck down by Songbird. And we're set off on our mission again to get to Commtock. However, this time it has to be on foot. We exit the airship and we run into the twins that give us another clue on how to defeat Songbird.
But if you know how to sing to him,
He will take you where you need to go.
who are you? We are where we are needed.
And needed where we are.
So Comstock uses these songs. Well, there others we can use? Something to keep the bird off our back?
While we're making our way into Emporium, the capital of the Cloud District, we unlock Kite It Out, Tide it out. Roguish type. There we go. 30 lots. Big game hunter. And we got big game hunter.
Much obliged.
Killed 100 enemies. Loose cannon. And well-rounded. Hey, another one. Well-rounded. After making our way through the hordes of enemies, we get to the Commtock house. However, the only way to get in is by using Elizabeth's mother's handprint. This is where things get really dark.
Your fingerprints do not seem to be your own today, Lady Comstock. Are you unwell?
Let's head to where she's buried.
Wonder if she was like reborn again or something. We go to the cemetery to open up our mom's crypt and take her hand to open up the gate, but Comstock set a trap for us and literally made the hardest boss in this entire fucking game.
Look on the other side.
Uh-oh.
You see, child, you chose to follow a false shepherd, and he has led you astray. What I do for love. What lion does not cringe to see their coven pain, but spare the rod, spoil the child. Perhaps you will listen to your mother.
Lady Comstock comes out through a tear and starts assaulting us in ghost form, while also summoning dead bodies to try to kill us. I just spawned in. Not only do we have to do this once, but we have to do this 3 more times because each area of the map we find unlocks another memory of hers that tells us more about the lore of this game. The summary is that Lady Comstock thought that Elizabeth was her bastard child, and by her bastard child, I certainly mean Father Comstock. While going through all of this, we also found out that our boy here was sterile, and that the Lutesses, so Tweedledee and Tweedledum, helped get Comstock a child, but we don't know why yet. While fighting off Lady Comstock, we snagged a couple more combat-related achievements, being Combination Shock, Grand Larceny, and Infused with Greatness, which was one of the missable achievements, so big win. After defeating the waves of Lady Comstock's horde, she finally helps us unlock the doors, and we head inside, unlocking Blood in the Streets. Woo! Blood in the Streets. Again, the formula continues, and we're on our way to Comstock House when the songbird crashes in and tries to take us out. The bird! Oh, his eye. He's poosed. Oh, again, dude? This guy can't catch a break. Getting literally flung and knocked out every 13 seconds. However, moments before we are crushed, Elizabeth jumps in and sacrifices herself to be taken by the songbird. Take you where? The building has exploded. As we're chasing down the songbird and running after Elizabeth, we get thrown into a new tear.
Come after me if you want. I'm not letting you take her, you hear me? Oh, I did. Elizabeth, can you hear me?
Gotta be in another dimension again. However, it wasn't by Elizabeth that got us here.
Some men dream of love.
Our Lady Elizabeth.
My father dreamt of a flood of fire.
We're in the world where Elizabeth decided to take over for her father, and now she is the leading power in Colombia. As we're running through this world, we see a figure that looks like Elizabeth reaching out to us and asking for our help. Alright. Oh my god!
The lunatics are running the asylum. They don't even listen to me anymore. All I can do is watch. As what I set into motion slides into its terminal stage. Take my hand.
Why do I think you're dead? Oh, you're old.
The seed of the prophet shall sit the throne and drown in flame the
so this is
mountains of man.
1984. This version of Elizabeth, however, She has been waiting for Booker for decades, and Songbird kept intercepting and cutting him off and stopping him from reaching her. So she hands us the key in order to have this prevented with our Elizabeth.
It's for her. She'll know how to read it.
What does it say?
It's advice.
Advice on what?
How not to become me.
Just bravo. Bravo. Literal chills. This game's incredible, dude. After that conversation, she sends us back to our world to set out and save Elizabeth. Oh, tornado! Just every time I see this lady, she's got less and less clothes on.
What do you mean by that?
Oh my god.
You ready?
Just do it.
Here.
Alright, Elizabeth. Oh, nice.
Now to find the prophet.
Higher learning.
Comstock Zeppelin is
Completed
outside.
Comstock House. While on our pursuit to find Comstock, we unlock a few more combat achievements, being Seasoned to Taste. Yep, Seasoned to Taste. Killed 30 enemies with the pepper gun. Passionately Reciprocated. And we should get another one right now. There we go. Passionately Reciprocated. Kill 150 enemies. Bolt from the Blue. There we go. Bolt from the Blue. Here, Little Piggy and Strange Bedfellows. There we go. Here, Little Piggy. Hey! Strange Bedfellows. Killed 20 enemies with allies brought in through a tear. Damn near thousands of hordes of enemies, we finally make it to Comstock. This is where we get all of our answers, and where the whole thing comes crashing down, right? Sort of.
Bite? My, oh my, how you have grown.
Tell me, what am I?
Elizabeth, everything I've done to keep you safe.
Safe from what?
The seed of the prophet shall sit the throne and drown in flame the mountains of man. But the Archangel revealed something else. To wit, I'm a fool. I've sent mighty armies to stop you. I've rained fire on you from above. I did all of that to keep you from her, when all I needed was to tell her the truth. Ask him, child. Ask him what happened to your finger. Ask DeWitt.
Let go of me.
Ask him. Ask the false shepherd. Tell her. Tell her.
She's your daughter, you son of a bitch, and you abandoned her. Was it worth it? Huh? Did you get what you wanted?
Booker.
Tell me.
Booker.
Tell me.
It is finished.
Nothing is finished.
Booker.
You locked her up for her whole life.
Booker.
Cut off her finger, and you put it on me.
Booker, stop it!
Put it on me.
You killed him. What did he mean? Huh? You tell me, what did he mean about my finger?
I don't know. Yeah, I just assumed you were born with it. I don't know.
Your nose. It's bleeding.
What? Elizabeth, I swear to you, I have no idea what he was talking about.
You too. You just can't remember it.
No. I'll prove it to you. We'll destroy the siphon. The answer's behind one of your doors. You just have to open it.
Destroy the siphon? It's the entire tower, Booker.
After Comstock calls us out and we start to bleed from our nose like Eleven from Stranger Things, we set out for one more last plan to find all the answers to this wild quest. Who are we? Why are we looking for Elizabeth? What was Comstock talking about? And why does Elizabeth have a short pinky finger? However, before we can open up tears to see these answers, we need to take down the siphon that has limited Elizabeth's powers. Luckily, between the clues that the Lutessas and the old girl Elizabeth gave us, we find out that we can open up one of the armored patriots and use the flute in there to control the songbird.
Elizabeth, stop it!
However, before we sick Songbird on the tower, we have to fend off the Vox one more time, and while doing so, unlock Aerial Assassin and On the Fly.
Booker, gunship.
Hey, Aerial Assassin. Focus on the game. There we go, okay. On the Fly. After stopping the Vox, we send Songbird off to destroy the siphon and thus unlocking the bird and the cage.
Damn thing down. Destroy the siphon.
And that's what you want.
It's the only way we'll find the truth. Got my finger, Commtock, everything.
Tear it down. Tear it all down.
Hey. The bird or the cage? I wonder if I would have picked the cage necklace if I would have had to have fought the bird.
The Whistler! Elizabeth! The bird, Elizabeth!
Oh, never mind. Never mind. Oh, maybe not. By destroying the siphon, Elizabeth gets her full powers and instantly transports us and the bird to our favorite dystopian world. Rapture. Rapture is just one of these millions of worlds, constants, and variables. This is where we learn all the hard-hitting details of this game, and my brain is immediately melted into a fucking puddle. Rapture! Oh, this is so cool.
One of many. This way.
What do you mean it's a doorway?
Oh, this
Where
is
are
where
you
we
going?
start. This is Bioshock 1 entrance right here.
Is
This is
there
where
an
we got our
answer here?
plasmid
Do
and
you-
fell
Down here.
over. What a good callback.
Over here, Booker.
Sorry, I'm going nostalgic over here. Nice, the Vita Chamber, where we come in through the bathysphere. This is cool. What a good ending so far. Anyways, who knows? We still got some left, but there's the lighthouse.
All different, all similar. Constants and variables.
So really, this is kind of like,
There's always a
so
me
multiverse
humming
type
a
stuff.
song. We swim in different oceans but land on the same shore. It always starts with a lighthouse.
I don't understand.
We don't need to. It'll happen all the same.
Why?
Because it does. Because it has. Because it will.
There's so many choices.
They all lead us to the same place.
Oh, baby.
What is this? There's no baby. Well, there was no baby, and if there was, I sure as hell wouldn't give it over to this guy.
Booker, you don't leave this room until you do.
Do it. Time is running short. Bring us the girl, and wipe away the debt.
This is my daughter?
Go ahead.
No.
You can wait as long as you want. Eventually, you'll give him what he wants.
How do you know all this?
I can see all the doors, and what's behind all the doors. And behind one of them, I see him.
Oh, is she my daughter?
What choice do I have?
The debt's paid. Mr. Comstock washes you of all your sins.
Bring us the girl and wipe away the debt. It will only be over when he never even lived in the first place.
Hey. Hey, the deal's off, you hear me?
You're unstable.
The deal is off! Give her back! Give her back!
Fine, are you mad?
Give her back, you son of a bitch!
It's ready! Go!
No! No, no, no!
Shut down the machine!
No!
Shut it
Anna!
down! Shut down the
Anna!
machine! Do it!
Ah!
Give me back my daughter! No!
That's what happened to her, Pinky. And it was those two from the beginning. Oh my god, my f***ing brain, brother. Comstock, Elizabeth, Booker, they're all connected. Booker is Elizabeth's daughter, and Comstock is Booker. Just in a different universe where Booker decided to go through with his baptism and started a whole new world, life, and religion. After the cinematic ending, we find ourselves unlocking a handful of achievements. As you can tell by my reaction here, this ending in game completely melted my mind.
Oh my god, what a wild turn of events, brother. Holy shit. Okay. Bravo. Yep, completed the game on 1999. Oh, that was hard difficulty. And then the one for not buying anything out of the dollar bill machine. Jesus. What a fucking wild ending, dude. Absolute incredible cinema.
And I would argue that I love this game over the other two in the franchise. However, we still have 39 more achievements in this game yet to grab, so buckle in, let's jump in, and let's do a little bit of the cleanup for the campaign. We run back and start our collectibles grind as well as loose general cleanup. The good news with this game is that we have chapter select, so we're able to jump to sections that we missed and make it a lot easier while looking for collectibles we snag along the way. This is where we go ahead and grab Industrial Accident. Hey. Mind over matter.
You need this.
Got it.
Hey, there we go. Mind over matter.
Sightseer.
That should be it. And boom! Sightseer.
Hazard pay and eavesdropper.
Hey, there we go. Hazard pay. And here we go.
I'll think of something on the way.
The prophet is dying.
There we go. Eavesdropper.
Now, one achievement I did have to cheese a little here is the Heartbreaker achievement. This one you can get by going up here and luring the handyman to glitch out here. Because the only way we can get this achievement is by shooting him only in the heart.
Aha, we did it. Did we get it? There we go, baby. Heartbreaker.
Now, after knocking that out, we wrapped up the campaign, grabbing Skeet Shoot, Lost Weekend, and Bon Voyage.
There we go, Skeet Shoot. Right there. Killed 5 enemies while you're drunk. There we go. Hey! Bon Voyage. As we died. That's okay.
Now, the next step here is going ahead and tackling the first DLC, being the Burial at Sea, Episode 1. Burial at Sea is the exact type of content that I expected when booting up Bioshock Infinite. The setting under the sea, the people, Rapture, the whole 9 yards. So when we got to go back to Rapture for this adventure, I was all jacked up on Mountain Dew. This story starts with Elizabeth hiring Booker to help her find a girl named Sally. This is set in Rapture well before the events of Jack and the Would You Kindly fiasco. Starting off, our first step is to get into Sandra Cohen's party. So we sneak around and try to find a mask to get into the party because that's our invitation, allegedly. After that, we get in and we are face to face with that crazy bastard, Sandra Cohen. And Sandra has way too much information about children and kidnapping them, so we continue to ask more questions, and he knows where Sally is, and he agrees to help us get there. But first, we need to be the center of his inspiration for his painting, and we need to dance for him.
Mr. Cohen, you're a crazy man.
Who are you? Name's DeWitt.
Is that right? This one's a real biscuit. Isn't he a biscuit, lady? I know where the girl is. And I will send you to her. In exchange, all I ask is a dance.
What?
I see something in you two. Art strips away artifice. Show me who you are, and I will show you where you need to go.
Son of a...
And lo and behold, this motherfucker electrocutes us and sends us down to Fontaine's department store. And by doing this, we unlock Down in the Briny.
Oh my gosh. Hey. Down in the Briny. Took a bathysphere ride in Burial at Sea Episode 1. Now, for those that played the first game will hear Fontaine and immediately know that we're in for a world of disaster. Our goal here is to get through the department store and find Sally. On our adventure, however, we unlocked a few achievements as well, the first being fully equipped. Hey, there we go. Fully equipped. Break the ice and going places. Nice, there we go, break the ice. Going places. Rode the tram. And now that we've taken the tram to the main part of the department store, we are now hot on the trail of Sally. And we have figured out that there are 6 little sister vents in this building. And Elizabeth has a great idea to get Sally out. All we have to do is just turn up the temperature and smoke her out. If we shut all the tunnels of the vents, she can only have one place to go. What could go wrong? Well, while we're running around and trying to close all those up, we unlock Chain Reaction, Snowball Effect, and Cook and Serve. I got Chain Reaction just now. We also got the Snowball Effect. And I'm not sure if we got the Cook and Serve while doing this, but we got them. We also found all the audio diaries, getting Audio Enthusiast. And here we go.
22.
Boom! Audio Enthusiast. Once we've ran around and closed all the vents, it's now time to smoke Sally out and finally connect her once again, and everything will be right in the world. However, nothing in Rapture is all right. Instead, Sally is not Sally anymore. She is a full-blown little sister who is bonded with a big daddy, and we are under siege, my lord. Oh, God. Ow! Finally. Now that we took out Mr. Bubbles, we finally confront Elizabeth and try to get Sally out of the vent. Sadly, however, this is the end of Booker DeWitt in this timeline. Constants and variables.
Don't, please, don't. I'm here. I just want to take you home. I just want you.
You're hurting her.
Come with me.
She's not your child.
She is mine.
Let her go. Let her go.
She's mine. Shut it down. Shut down the machine.
Got to pull her through.
Shut down the machine. No, she's no through. Shut it down. I am so sorry.
No, you're not. But you're about to be.
Oh my God. Only thing I'm annoyed about is I killed 10 turrets, but I didn't count one of them. I'm gonna accept that as like an alternate timeline or reality of sorts, like where Elizabeth is trying to just get rid of all of the DeWitts, because we killed ourselves in the first one. And we ran back quickly and found the last turret to destroy, getting confirmed Ludati.
Something worse than them.
What could that be?
You'll know it when you see it.
There we go. Confirmed something. Yeah, I know. I have no idea what that means. I'll buy a dictionary. Leave me alone. Again, thanks, Michigan Public Schools. Now, step 3 is the continuation of step 2, where we go ahead and knock out the second DLC, being Burial at Sea Episode 2. Now, part 2 picks up right after part 1. Who'd have thought? But this part of the game is like playing an entirely different game altogether. And to get this part of the game completed, we would need to play on 1998 mode. This mode only allows you to sneak around the map, and you have no weapons to be able to kill the enemies. Instead, you just knock them out, essentially. However, I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. We start off in Paris, where we are having a mixture of flashbacks between chasing down Sally and also what we did with Booker leading up to this DLC. And we quickly find out that after Mr. Bubbles killed Booker in part 1, we too were knocked down, and we are now imagining Booker, and he is helping us with Atlas. You know, the Adam crazed son of a bitch from the first game. He's back in the fold and has us doing his dirty work for him yet again. Now, leading up to this next part of the game, we immediately find out that our other version was also killed by Mr. Bubbles, and we have asked the Lutesses to bring us back to this world/timeline to help bring Sally home. Mission is simple. Get Sally, get back home, easy enough. Now, while being a sneaky sneakerton, we found our way into Suchong's lab. This is the person that we promised Atlas would help us get back to the surface, or at least back to Rapture. So we're trying to find Suchong to be able to help us to get Atlas out of the bottom of the ocean and back to Rapture. While we have our flashbacks, we realize how we can pull this bad boy out of the water. We need to build the Lutece device in order to get to Colombia and get the technology that helps keep the city floating back to Rapture so we can pull this building out of the water and back to Rapture. And just like that, we're back to sneaking and whacking people over the head to find these missing pieces. While we're sneaking around, we unlocked a handful of achievements, first of which being Never Saw It Coming. Never saw it coming. Knock out 15 enemies while being invisible. Second being Dead Drop. Hey, another one. Dead Drop. Third being Twofer, and finally, Making Some Noise. Ah, there we go, we got it. There we go. Okay, oh, there it goes. Making Some Noise. Gained 5 noisemakers through lockpicking. Now that we've collected all the Infinity Stones we fire this bad boy up and make our way to Colombia, thus unlocking Up and Running. Columbus? Hey, Up and Running. Now that we're in Colombia, this is where we start to get some extra color to the original campaign, and where things start to tie in. Here's where we see Daisy talking to the Lutesses, and they are telling her that she needs to make the most dramatic scene to trigger Elizabeth to get her to make that leap between being overly good and being okay with ending this type of world. This is turning into a real butterfly effect, and my head is throbbing writing this damn thing. Now, before we go back to Suchong and tell him we have everything we need, he wants us to go back to Colombia to get a hair. Now, this part, I'm completely lost, and I don't know why this creepy man wants it, but we do it anyways because we're too deep in at this point to not do it. I'm truly lost. I have no idea what he wants us to do or why that even makes sense. Maybe you guys can tell me in the comments, but I don't know. But on our way to get the hair, we find the labs of Fink and how he tried to use the methods of Rapture in imprinting the big daddies to the little sisters. This is how Songbird printed onto Elizabeth. And doing that, we unlocked Glutton for Punishment. Now that we brought this back to Suchong, we unlock Mine Hair.
Deal is deal. Bring it to Suchong.
Oh, Mr. Suchong. Hey. Mine Ha. And also, once we do that, of course, Andrew Ryan jumps in and is now sicking his goons on us because we refuse to side with him because we have a job to do and we're going to get Atlas out of the bottom of the sea. Now that we finally get everything that we need for Atlas and we fight off Ryan's men, Atlas being Atlas ends up taking us hostage and begins to torture us and Sally to get more information and additional work from us. So we set out again to get the activation code for Atlas. Now, while we went ahead and looked for the activation code for Atlas, we end up finding a big daddy on the ground and 2 little sisters. We now discover while running around the lab that the big daddies need Adam, which comes full circle of why the little sisters gather Adam to begin with. It's to fuel the big daddies and keep them alive. So we tell that to the little sisters, they inject the big daddy, he is forever grateful, and thus the imprinting has been complete. Now before we take this code back to Atlas, we find our last audio file and unlock the achievement, The Whole Story. After delivering this to Atlas, it's Atlas again, being Atlas, decides to continue to beat us until we tell him the activation phrase, thus being, would you kindly? Now, unfortunately, the story ends with Elizabeth being dead and Sally holding her at the end credits while we unlock a handful more achievements. Now, the last two achievements being Paid in Full and Taffer's Delight for beating this DLC on 1998 mode. Now, which leads us to our final step here in our 80 achievement journey, where we need to complete the Clash in the Clouds. This is essentially a horde mechanic, which was super popular for this time frame when, you know, Gears and everything else was dropping horde mechanics, Left 4 Dead, etc. We need to do all 4 levels, some miscellaneous kills, as well as going ahead, unlocking everything in the museum, and then finally, everyone's worst nightmare, the Blue Ribbon Challenges. So first we went ahead and we just played this thing through normally, and we beat all 4 of the worlds, unlocking each achievement in each perspective area, the first of which being Friendly Skies. Jesus, brother. Friendly Skies. Followed by Duke or Dimwit, followed by Rooftop Ruffian. Alright. Hey, next one. Rooftop Ruffian. Hey, what'd I get? Rope-a-dope. Knock an enemy around the city with undertow, then knock them off. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. And then finally, Hand of the Prophet. Hey. Hand of the Prophet. Now, in the mix, we did go ahead and unlock a handful of combat achievements, those being Sergeant at Arms, the old 1-2, and the Missile Defense System. Now, we only have 2 more achievements left here, so we can see the light at the end of the tunnel here. Now, while we're going ahead and we're doing the Blue Ribbon Challenges, which are specific tasks that you need to do in every single wave, we are also going ahead and racking up some dollars. That way we can go ahead and buy everything in the museum, which we do and unlock Museum Curator. Now, finally, I see the gripe with these Blue Ribbon Challenges. I truly do. However, they're not as bad as everyone made them out to see. And maybe that's just my perspective, because I came into this thinking that this was going to be an awful experience. But coming off of Cuphead, this was a walk in the park. There were a couple of frustration points, or pain points, if you will, about maybe something not working out the right way, or an enemy killing somebody when I didn't want them to. But overall, it wasn't too challenging. It was just tedious. I didn't really enjoy it. I didn't really hate it. It was just kind of meh. It felt like a collectible, is probably the best way that I can describe it. And after we sunk about an extra 2 hours in trying to get all these Blue Ribbon Challenges, we unlocked the Blue Ribbon Challenge. Thus completing Bioshock Infinite and unlocking the Platinum Trophy, or in our case, because we're on Xbox, we just 100% completed the game. So I do appreciate you guys very much for sticking around for this video, and I appreciate you guys even more for subscribing, liking, commenting what your worst part of this game was for you. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on the next one. If you liked this one, go ahead and click right here so you can watch that next one. Until next time.